So welcome people, namaste and welcome to this very own astrology channel of yours. And today we'll not be studying the seventh house as I told you. We have already covered up the sixth house in the previous episode, but with this housing thing, although we had covered in those houses from the first house right up to the sixth house, we are covered with half, we are midway when it comes to studying the houses. That is of extreme importance, but it was kind of becoming very monotonous and dull for at least me. I wanted to share something or wanted to talk about something in order to connect to you people, because I wanted it to be a light-hearted, a very happy-go-lucky kind of a episode. So, guys, whenever we go to a Vedic astrologer or we see consultation from any of those people who can have a look into your future, whether it be the Nadi astrologers, whether it be the tarot card readers, whether it be the people who are psychic and can tap into those spiritual and the mysterious realms and can come out with the answers that what lies in your future. Whenever we go to up to these individuals, there's one question that you are most perturbed, that you are most obsessed about asking, is the fact that how much amount of wealth will you be able to make in your career. And that's fine enough, because we are living in the age of competition, and in this dynamic age and era, this wealth thing becomes of prime importance, unlike the times when the Vedic texts were written. So even if I were to go to a Vedic astrologers, even I would like to inquire about the wealth that I'll be making in my career in the first phase. So there's nothing bad about it. But what I want to discuss with you people is that, have you ever thought that will you be actually happy with the wealth that you're looking for? Let's suppose if you're destined to make a lot of wealth in your career, but have you ever thought of the fact that will you be happy with that wealth or not? Now you could be a person who may be making $1 lakh a month, and yet you might not be in a happy-go-lucky and in a blissful state. You might not have the tranquility and the serenity of the mind. That is the most important. That is the most important wealth any individual can garner, rather than those papers, those notes, those coins. Everybody can afford it at any time. Making money is the easiest thing in the world, trust me guys. And getting the real happiness, getting the real blissful experiences, meeting with the people, that is meeting with the right people at the right time who love you, is the most what do I say, is the most arduous and the most Herculean task in this world. But now a part of this, now when you inquire about your career or your wealth in Vedic astrology, or you go up to any of those people who can tap into your future, you ask about the wealth, and he does tell you about the thing that you will be making this amount of wealth in your career. But a part of happiness that is related to wealth comes from the fact that you should actually be asking the astrologer that whether you should be doing your own business, that is, have you got the entrepreneurship skills, or you have a planetary combination that indicates that you should set up only a business of your own, and you would succeed only when you are the master of your own destiny. That is, when you are the entrepreneur, you are the sole person who is responsible for your fall or for the upheavals in your life. And similarly, you will be the sole person who will be getting all the money in case the business of yours flourishes. Or else you might be the individual other way, that who cannot think like an entrepreneur, yet he would do under the guidance of some person, under the guidance of an entrepreneur, he might do quite well. He might do much well than being an entrepreneur himself. And wealth will come in both the cases. It's just that you should analyze that what you are really good at. So what I wanted to discuss in this very episode is that you should always ask an astrologer that whether you should be an entrepreneur or whether you should work under somebody. That is, you should be doing a job or setting up your own business, or whether you should go into the business partnership with anybody, or even if you have those small finances, then setting up a small business of your own is far better than setting up a huge business wherein 10-12 people invest their money and you are a part of that collaborative group of 10-12 individuals who are the owners of who are collectively the owners of that huge firm. And how we can decipher that whether you have those entrepreneurship skills in you or not? Well, there are many aspects that go into deciphering out that stuff, and since we have just started with the houses, it will just take over 100 episodes for you. I mean, by the time I upload 100 episodes, you will be in a state to decipher out all those things. But since we have studied the sixth house right now, so I pre-assume that the things would related to the sixth house would be quite fresh in your minds. And as I told you, that the sixth house is all about competition, is all about the breaking up of alliances, whether it could be the breaking up of a marriage alliance, that is divorce, or it could be the breaking up of a business partnership, or it could be the breaking up of a normal alliance like friendship. So people, always look at the sixth house in your horoscope. If you have 2 planets or 3 planets, the more planets you have in the sixth house, that is a firm indication that that you should be an entrepreneur yourself, because you will not do good if you work under somebody, because your life is all about challenges, is all about the competition in life, is all about what do I say, is all about overcoming whatever challenges come in your way. You are that sports person who loves the battlefield, and anything that is monotonous in nature, that is a regular 9 to 5 job, that is something you cannot relate to. And the other sign and the other house which you shall be looking at is the third house. So these 2 houses that are controlled by Mercury, you should always look at these 2 houses in your horoscope. If you have the major chunk of your planets placed in these 2 houses, then you should go for the entrepreneurship thing rather than working under somebody. So even if you got an offer from Microsoft for 1 lakh rupees a month, and you have that second option that you can just open a small repair shop of your own, then it would be my personal advice that 5 years down the line, maybe that Microsoft tag of that Microsoft would look very hunky dory to you in the initial phases, but ultimately you will be dissatisfied no matter how much amount of money you would be making up there. And instead, if you will follow that passion of yours and start up that small enterprise, quite likely are the chances that you would make much more money that you were actually making in that Microsoft thing. So the more the planets in the third house and in the sixth house of your horoscope, you should go for the entrepreneurship thing. And what for those people who shall work, who are good at partnerships? Now, if those sixth house people, even if they start their business of their own, they should make sure that they should be the sole proprietary owner of that business. They even should not do business with somebody, leave alone doing the job. Even if they start up a business of their own, even if you don't have finances, you would much better. You would be well off 5 years down the line. Even if with those small finances, you start up with a small mechanic shop or with a small mobile phone selling shop of yours. But if you are that 7th house individuals, that is, if you have a major planets in the 7th house and in the 7th house, 9th house and 11th house, because these are the houses that have kind of got the energy wherein you want to meet, you want to go from one individual to the other. You are a type of personality who wants to mingle up with people, and your funda is like that. Each person I bump into, each person I come across, he has got something to tell me. I have got something to learn. I am not that person who can just work on my own. I need to network with people in order to grow big in my life. So firstly, the point that says that you should be an entrepreneur is that the greater amount of planets in the 6th house and the 3rd house, and for those of you who want to be in some kind of the business partnerships, or who would do in any partnerships or working under somebody, those are the seventh house people. So if you have your majority of planets placed in the seventh house, then you would do pretty good as somebody who is working in a partnership, or working under the patronage of somebody, under the umbrella of somebody, I mean. So and the other point that we can look for is that you shall look at the signs that after looking at the houses, you shall look at the signs that if those, how much amount of planets are placed in the sign Gemini and Virgo, as compared to how much amount of planets are placed in Capricorn, Libra and Aquarius. So if your planets in Gemini and Virgo are more than the number of planets you have in your chart in collectively in Capricorn, collectively in Aquarius, Sagittarius and Libra, that is 7th, 9th and 11th signs, then you should be an entrepreneur. Or else if the latter, those number of planets in the Libra and Sagittarius and Aquarius, if it is more than that of collective amount of planets in Gemini and in Virgo, then you shall be good working under somebody rather than starting up a business of your own. And what other than that, there is one major point, that there is a concept in astrology about the dasha systems. You can Google in the dasha systems and get a fair amount of knowledge, because for me it will take at least a month to start up those dasha series and all. So if you are running through that planetary dasha of that, even if you are that 7th house individual who has got the major chunk of those planets in the 7th house, in the 9th house and in the 11th house, or in the signs of Libra, Sagittarius and Aquarius, but if you are running through the dasha of the planet that is placed in the 6th house, then you would be better off starting up your own enterprise. So the moment you enter the 6th house, the planet that is placed in the 6th house, the moment you enter into the dasha system of that planet, you should actually, I mean, leaving your job, leaving and cutting off the partnership all of a sudden is not possible, but you should start up a venture of your own side by side, and this is where things would come easy. This would make things easy for you, so that you can slowly fix up the things, close down those partnership or leave that job, and finally take over that small business enterprise to the greater heights. And the third thing that you should look at is that whether a sun has got any association with the profession or the career in your life. If sun is placed in the 10th house of your career, if sun is the lord of the 10th house, if sun is receiving any aspects from the lord of the 10th house, or sun is aspecting the 10th house or the 10th house lord, then in that case you are better off doing your own business. Because what is sun? Sun is our ego, sun is our self-esteem, sun represents that savior. It is that ball of heat brimming with the dazzling light in the sky, enhancing its glory. So and it loves being the center of attention, with all the planets revolving around that sun in the solar system. So you have a tendency of dictating others rather than taking up assignments from others. What you love is giving assignments to others. And unlike sun, if any of the similar situations are with the planet Saturn, that is, if planet Saturn has to do something or the other with your career or with the 10th house, then you should go for those partnerships, or you can work under somebody, because Saturn is a planet of networking. Saturn knows down within that I am not as charismatic, as magnetic, as I do not have as powerful and as strong an aura as sun. I do not have the rarest blend of qualities of intelligence, power, wisdom, wit, and persona and luck that the sun has. So the way I can reach to the top, the way I can get somewhere close to where the sun is by networking with people, so that I could by networking with people, by the word of mouth marketing, I can sell my product from one individual to those 1,000 or to those 10,000 individuals. So guys, this was it, and hope this episode was enlightening for you people, and I would soon be uploading the 7th house astrology video for you people, and I'll try to make it as interesting as possible. So till then, this is your host Rishu signing off. Do subscribe into my channel if you want to see me again. So till then, goodbye, Shabak Khair, Bonjour, Sat Sri Akal, Assalamu Alaikum and Namaste from India. Take care guys, love you.